What's going on, you guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Hit that like button for your boy as you come on into the dojo. Give your boy that HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. And we go talk about boxing. More particularly Errol Spence Jr., Dennis Ugas, Terence Crawford, and whatever else is going on in boxing. They had a press conference yesterday. Errol Spence, Dennis Ugas had a press conference yesterday, and I wanted to get the fans' thoughts because it seemed like a lot of people don't believe that Errol Spence Jr. is going to be fighting Terence Crawford if he's victorious against Dennis Ugas. Hold on, let me. All right, so let me see. Salute to Orlando Finney, Don Shada, what's going on? Darian Young, Baby Juju, what's good? Marta Machine, what's up? Don Shada says, you mean you don't believe why he'll fight him? I can't wait for this fight to happen. Hey, we'll see. We'll see, right? Because that's all we've been hearing at that press conference yesterday is we'll see. I mean, for a guy that's supposed to be calling the shots, I expect a little more certainty, but all we got was we'll see. So we'll see, right? I mean, that's the word of the week. We'll see. Happy birthday to Errol Spence Jr. too, by the way. I believe he has a birthday today or something like that. So happy birthday to Errol Spence Jr. I'm waiting for some more people get in the building and get this stream going. What's going on, Boxing Jams? Salute, bro. Y'all go subscribe to Boxing Jams, man. He got some of the best breakdowns on this side of the internet. Okay? Go subscribe to Boxing Jams. It's just how it sounds. Great content over there. What's going on, AJ? I see you in the building, bro. So a lot of people seem to believe that Spence ain't gonna fight him, man. They say why he ain't say his name. They said why he ain't saying his name. He refused. He simply refuses to say Terence Crawford's name, almost like he's about to say Candyman's name for the 5th time. Just don't want to say it. Oh, yeah, well, you know what it is, strap seats. He didn't want to say it. And the reason why this is a thing, right, this whole say his name thing, is because early on, right, when Terence Crawford first moved, y'all remember this? Early on when Terence Crawford first moved up to 147, oh, why he ain't mentioning Spence's name? Yeah, say his name. Yeah. Remember that? Well, now it's the same thing. Now it's the same thing. But we'll see. Oh, man. Salute to Lawrence James. I see you in the building. He says, only Crawford believe that. Well, believes what? Because I don't. Hey, the way I feel is different. I'm hoping for the best. Right? Your boy Bushido is just hoping for the best. I'm just going off what I've been noticing from a lot of boxing fans. A lot of boxing fans just don't believe in Spence's energy. They saying that we've seen this story before. We heard this story before. And then he don't really want to mention dude. I look at it like this. Mention his name. Mention his name. Say his name. Because that's building up the fight, bro. That's your payday, bro. That's your money fight, dog. You gotta say if a casual fan was watching that and they just tuned in, they'd be like, "Who is he talking about? Like, who is this dude talking about?" I mean, I'm hoping for the best, Boxing Gyms. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's gonna happen. But he gotta get past Ugas. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say, hypothetically, for the sake of the video and the narrative, he gets past Ugas like most people expect. What he gonna do? You go fight Bud or we'll see. It's gonna be another we'll see. Salute to Lawrence James for the super chat or the super sticker. Yeah, man, appreciate you, man. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. We gonna be at 11,000 subs really, really soon, man. This train is rolling. I haven't been going live this week because I just been tired, man. I hadn't had the energy to give you guys. I like to come on here with a little bit of energy. and get you guys hyped about some boxing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Detroit Raised Me says if he say he wants undisputed, he don't have to say his name, bro. I mean, hey, look, we gonna see because Mr. Strap season is strap season now. We gonna see if it continues to be strap season because this happened before, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this ain't happened before. Detroit Raised Me. It wasn't strap season out of nowhere. Like, wait a minute, what happened? Oh, we thought it was strap season. No, it wasn't no more. You know what I'm saying? My kids don't eat off belts and shit, man. Fans remember this shit, bro. Look at Ugas. Oh man, this is gonna be a good fight, though. Hey, you know what? I'm buying this fight too, you guys. Yeah, I'm supporting these brothers, man. Hell yeah, I'm buying this fight. Yeah, I talk my shit, but I'm gonna support these dudes. I'm gonna buy the fight. I'm gonna buy this fight for sure. Let's see what he says here.
It's a real blessing for me, just to be in this position in front of y'all. I feel like most people don't really just, I feel like most people take life for granted, until they're given a second chance. And, I've been getting a second chance at life, and I've been getting a third chance at boxing. And I'm just blessed to be here in front of you today. I'd like to thank Showtime, like Stephen Espinoza said. I started my career with Showtime, had my pro debut, won my first world title overseas. Even today is like a reunion, just seeing the Showtime crew and being there. And they're all saying they're happy to have me back. I'm glad to be back. I feel good.
So that's what Spence had to say yesterday in regards to just coming back and having a second chance at life, right? Second chance at life and a third chance at his boxing career. So that was really heartwarming from Errol Spence Jr., right? Despite everything, right? Really, really touching from Errol Spence. It's going to be interesting to see, man. This seemed like the humble Spence early on. The Spence that was really, really humble early on when he first came on the scene. He was really humble, and all that good stuff, right? He seemed like he's kind of buckled back down to that Spence. That's what it seems like. But this fight with Ugas, Ugas coming to fight. I know that a lot of Spence fans ain't necessarily talking about this fight. I don't know why, but they're not talking about it. That motherfucker Ugas, no, he be sharp though. That motherfucker be sharp. Let's see. Oh, it says, I don't think I stopped anyone in a while. See, he's being honest and shit. Hold up.
Dennis Ugas, April 16th.
We'll see. I don't think I stopped anybody in a while.
Wait, my bad, y'all. Hold up.
Hold
up.
Could you see yourself stopping you, Dennis Ugas, April 16th?
We'll see. I don't think I stopped anybody in a while.
He said, we'll see. See, that was the story of the whole press conference. We'll see. Like, there was a lot of uncertainty there with Spence. Just we'll see. It sounds to me like he says the eye injury isn't a factor going into this fight. It's not a factor at all. But I don't know, man. I kind of feel otherwise. Like, it's just a lot of uncertainty in his energy. Like, we'll see. Salute to Magzuar for the. Well, I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is, man. But salute for the super chat, dude. He says, "It's always we'll see with him." Yeah, man, we'll see. He says, Baby Juice says he had no choice but to be honest. We all know that power is a dud. Man, he hasn't stopped nobody in a while, man. Spence been being honest. He was honest here in this press conference. He says, Fong says, when Crawford Spence happens, I'm not going to buy the fight. Crawford is going to be 35 soon, and he is past his prime. Crawford's what, 34? Oh, shit. Yeah, damn. You right, bro. But what, 34? Yeah. That time is coming. Crawford almost 35. But to be honest with you, that's still kind of young. Like for me, I feel like I'm now getting to my prime. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little over 35. And I feel like I'm really now just getting into my prime. I look back at my pictures in my 20s, I look like a little boy. I thought I was a man, a fully grown man, but now I look like a little boy. I feel stronger, even though shit aches. I feel stronger, smarter, just wiser, everything at my age now. So I don't know. It depends, man, how you take care of yourself, your genetics. Black people, African Americans tend to age a little slower, right? So he take care of himself. He may be able to fight at a high level at 35. Floyd was. Bud may have to change his style up a little bit though. Usually great athletes, as they get older, they kind of switch it up to adapt to their age and to the, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see Bud is able to switch it up. That's gonna be interesting to see as well. If Crawford, he can't be this macho guy being at 35, 36, fighting these young guys. He gonna have to switch it up, be a little bit more defensive, and be a little bit more smart. You know, I gotta get my hit back shit. Nah, bro, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Gym says Spence has power. It's just straightforward. Nothing the opponent can't see coming. Right. And the shots that you don't see coming hurts the most. And this is why I say Spence, his style is very textbook to the point where you can almost anticipate his shots coming. But that shot he threw against Sean, the drop Sean Porter, he didn't see that one coming. He said them. Man, get up out of here, bro. He said them pants got you feeling younger. Hey, I feel stronger. You know what I'm saying? I feel stronger. Maybe because I'm heavier, you know what I'm saying? But I feel stronger than I did when I was in my 20s. I feel stronger. I feel like I'm just overall better, honestly. What's going on, Tribe? I see you in the building. Lawrence James says, where's the boxing dudes in here? Too many fanboys. But AJ says, Bud is coming off a stoppage victory of Sean Porter being out of his prime.
Stop the cap.
Yep, he got the cap on. Let me go ahead and send a link out too. I monologued a little bit. Let me get a link out. Anybody want to hop in and get her thoughts on what they saw yesterday and the energy of Errol Spence Jr. He said that he having a really good camp. He said that he hasn't felt this good in a while. So, you know, that guy Blu-ray or whatever, like, you know, it's kind of like a kick in the nuts to him. It's kind of like a kick in the nuts to him, but I want to see the best version of Errol Spence Jr. so he can feel confident after his victory. Let's just say he beats Ugas, confident after this victory enough to the point where, like, yeah, I'm ready for Crawford. Salute to Mr. Dat NY Kid for the super chat. He says, lose for Crawford. If he wins, they'll say Spence was damaged goods because of the accident and eye injury. Yeah, man, that's been a story for quite a while with Spence and Crawford. Ever since the accident, you know. What would the excuses be if Crawford beats Spence? Well, you know, just we know the excuses, the accidents and the time off and, you know, everything else, right? So that fight will be before we know it. April 16th, it's about a little over a month. Fight with Ugas is going to tell us all, man. It's going to be an exciting night because not only is the fight going to be pretty interesting to see, we're going to see how Errol Spence looks. We're going to see if he's going to be a top form. We're going to see if Dennis Ugas can pull off an upset, and we go also see what happens after the fight for the winner. Are they going to call out Terence Crawford? Is Terence Crawford going to be in the building? You know what I'm saying? I think Terence Crawford is paramount that he's in that building that night watching that fight. It's a Showtime event. You know, Spence is back on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? He started his career on Showtime. He's going to end it on Showtime, it looks like. So it looks like Showtime is getting back into boxing full time. They probably want to grab Wilder. Wait, Wilder is already a Showtime still. Yeah. So, yeah. But a lot of boxing fans don't believe that Spence really just go wants to fight Bud, man. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I was a casual fan watching that shit, oh man, I wouldn't be interested at all. I wouldn't be interested at all. If I was a casual fan watching that press conference yesterday, come on, man, y'all gotta do better than that. And I understand Spence may have a hard time talking. It seems like he has a hard time talking with his teeth and shit, but y'all gotta do something. And I'll be looking at these Afro-Cuban brothers, man. Like, man, y'all dudes gotta speak English. You Dominican dudes, you Cuban dudes, y'all gotta speak English, bro. You gotta speak English. You gotta be able to mix it up. You gotta be bilingual, bro. This fight will be, man, come on, man. That's something I wondered for years. I'm a big Ennis Lara fan. And for years I wondered, like, bro, why ain't you speaking English by now? Blah, 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 blah. All that, bro. Come on, man. I heard him speak English one time. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. I'm like, oh, wow. But come on, man. Like Spence, he barely talking. He damn near need a translator. Right? You damn near need subtitles at the bottom of the screen for him. I mean, what the fuck, bro? And that's just me critiquing the press conference. It was boring. Spence was sitting just like, come on, man. But, I mean, that's just what it is. You know, he's a mild-mannered dude. You know, that's just Spence. Just mild-mannered, just fucking chill as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. Ugas is a nice guy. He's like the nicest dude in boxing. So, I mean, he ain't going to be up in there talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the nicest guys in the sport. So, I mean, this is what we go get, y'all. We ain't going to get no, this is what we go get. We could just expect a good fight. Because Ugas comes to fight. Dennis Ugas do not take a step back. He hardly ever takes a step back. You watch his fights, he hardly takes a step back. He'll stand there and take what you dishing out before he'll take a fucking step back. So it's going to be interesting to see who takes the first step back in this fight. It's going to be interesting to see who takes the first step back. Because Ugas do not take a step back, man. You hardly see him go backwards. He'll take some fucking licks before he'll really go be on the back foot or, you know, he's going to be right there. Dealing with whatever you dishing out. And not to mention, Ugas got a really good coach, a good team. They seem to be getting these guys in good shape. I mean, you'd be seeing what Hector Garcia did. Came in there on short notice and beat Cobra like that. You know what I'm saying? He was ready already. Ugas has been ready. The most consistent fighter. The most active PBC welterweight, man. Really been active. So Spence going to be fighting against a lot April 16th. There's going to be a lot of pressure to perform. And not only perform, but to perform well. Then if Crawford's in the building, the pressure's going to be there. Like, damn, I got to look good in front of this nigga too. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole week. That pressure fighting at home. Spence should be used to it, though. He should be used to it. But interesting, man. Really, really interesting. He says guarantee Ugas sticks and move. If not, it'll be short. Nah, bro. Spence hasn't stopped anybody in a long time. I can't really sit here and say Spence is gonna run Ugas out the ring, bro. Unless Spence just hit a second win, right? Boxing Gym says ain't no excuse for Ugas English either. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. All them dudes, they've been in the state. They live here in America, in the States. Don't speak the language. Then you put a microphone in their face, they got to have a translator by them just to communicate. Come on, bro. And if you walking around amongst other black people, they won't even know you're a Cuban guy, bro. You got to learn the language here, man. That should be just like me moving to Japan and just like, no, bro, I'm gonna have to learn at least the basics. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would you move to live in a country where you don't even learn the language? This is one of the most spoken languages in the world. Come on, man. You see what Canelo's doing, right? Having full-blown conversations. Like he's been here for years. Mannerisms is there and everything now. You know what I'm saying? Forget all that translator and all that paying translators and shit, man. That's crazy, bro. You've been here too long not to pick up on this easy ass language. Yeah, I know, Tribe. Oh my God, dude. Damn. Some told me to bet on Hector Garcia, but I was like, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he tough. He looked like he could probably do something, but I don't know. This is boxing. Sure enough, man, he beat the Shadow Cobra, bro. I would have won fucking big, dude. 4 plus 1,400, bro. Salute to Rebel Life Boxing. What's going on? Y'all go subscribe to my man Rebel Life Boxing. I'm gonna put the link in there. I forgot to save it last time. Hold up. Pin it, I mean. Yeah, hit that like button for you, boy. Let me see how many likes we got, man. Y'all be playing me on the likes. 35 likes. Come on, man. Hit that like button, man. We got 60 people up in here, 59 people up in here. Hit that like button, man. Come on. I put the link out. So if anybody want to come in and get their thoughts on the press conference, the energy, you know, the uncertainty, like it is, see that we'll see. I don't like that we'll see shit. Because to me, if you a shot caller, there's a lot more certainty behind the things you say. Now, we all know who's really calling the shots, but just for the sake of the video and for the sake of whatever Spence was saying, he said he's calling the shots. So if you calling the shots, then it wouldn't be no we'll see. You'd be like, oh yeah, it's a guarantee. If I beat you, then it's Ugas. It's a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no we'll see. There's no we'll see. And then when Boost Ennis got brought up, we'll see. He said we'll see again. Like, bro, ain't no we'll see, bro. This is it. Boxing time moved on. The sport moved on, bro. You got to be ready for these guys now. The Boost Ennis's, the Virgil Ortiz's, they all coming for you. They all mentioning your name. They all want to fight Spence. They see him as the wounded lamb or something, right? They see him as that. They don't see Bud as that. They see Spence as that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be ready, bro. Ain't no we'll see. It's what I'm gonna deal with it. What's going on?
What's up, Bushido? How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm alright, man. You know, I'm at work. I'm on the road. I drive trucks and shit, you know.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm just enjoying the show, man. Just want to tell you first off, bro, you're doing a hell of a job, man. I'm glad you reached it to 10,000 subscribers, man. I listen to you every morning, bro. So, for shit show, I fuck with the show heavy, man.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I really do.
Yes, sir.
Stuff like that really means a lot, bro. When I get that from you guys, man, that really means a lot. When
For sure, man. I know you need that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, what are your thoughts on what we seen yesterday at the press conference with Errol, Spence, and Dennis Ugas? Yo, you there? Oh, he must have went out. Yeah, he's way too indirect. And maybe we being a little too, you know, but we go do that. That's just what box fans go do. We go nitpick at any little thing, man. That's how this is what this is now. That's what this is now. It's a tit for tat. They're gonna nitpick on every little thing. Why he ain't say his name? Why he being so indirect? Why is it we'll see for everything? Probably because he don't know if he's even back in true form yet. That's probably what it is. He probably don't really know if he's truly back yet until after this fight with Ugas. Oh, he dropped out. Yeah, until he deal with Ugas, he don't. So it really is a we'll see situation. You know, he's training, he probably feeling good, but you just never know until you get in there and until the lights are shining. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. How is he going to react when he gets hit? Right? Is he going to be more gun shy than usual? You know what I'm saying? These are all like real things. You know what I'm saying? Like these are like all real things. Like, is he going to be gun shy? Is he going to be reacting over exaggerated reactions to getting hit, all types of shit, right? Timing is off, reaction time is off. He said, I say we'll see to blow people off to this day. We'll see, man. Detroit Rangers said Errol doing all the heavy lifting. Hey, he can go ahead and do the heavy lifting he want to. He could have, he did actually Ugas did a lot of the heavy lifting, but you know, I guess that's a good one for you. Well, that car accident was like 3 years ago, right? That was some time ago now. Like that was a while ago. Yeah, it looked like he was kind of gun shy against Danny. Then he took another. See, the problem is that he took some more time off since that fight, and it's, you know, the accident, the eye injury, and everything. He said that's a non-factor for this fight, but that was even more time off. So he took a lot of time off in between fights, man. And the best way to kill a fighter is inactivity. So if you're a fighter that's inactive, you better make sure you stay in the gym. What's going on, Brandon House? I see you in the building, bro.
My bad, bro. I be in a bad reception.
He said I was being sarcastic. He destroyed Danny. Man, him destroying Danny would have been Danny being stopped, bro. That Danny Garcia was flat. He was flat as the floor that night. He didn't do nothing. Didn't even fight back. He didn't even fight back, bro. He barely fought back in that fight.
Nah, man. Danny by done shit, yo.
Yeah, man. Danny's quiet too. All these dudes, all these guys, right? That's available to fight. Like, let's talk about Bud real quick. Who Bud go fight?
Man, shit. Honestly, we don't really know. Look, the more it looked like it, more it's looking like it's Taylor.
You think it's gonna be Taylor?
Yeah, I
Taylor
think Taylor
moving up.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's gonna be Taylor shit. I mean, why not? Why not go get that UK bag real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Go knock his ass out real quick. Cause that's all what's gonna happen.
Right. But shit, how quick could Taylor turn around and fight?
Shit. I mean, hey, he can fight at the end of I think he can fight sometime in the fall.
Yeah. But shit,
I mean,
gonna want to wait that long? That's gonna be a whole another year again.
Yeah, that's true too. But yeah, that's a good question. We don't know who Crawford gonna fight. You know, maybe he may be waiting on Spence, but you know, shit, don't hold your fucking breath. But you know, it's like, man, I just hope Earl just say after the fight, yeah, let's get the undisputed. I want Terence Crawford. Because I think it's like I want to go for Ugas, but then it's just like I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a very close fight, though.
Yeah,
it's definitely gonna be a very close fight. I don't see Spence dominating him. I mean, Ugas could give him a lot of trouble just because of that style, but I just don't see Ugas dominating him as well. So it's definitely gonna be a tit for tat fight, just kind of like the quarter fight was.
Yeah, I think that fight's gonna be I think it's gonna be competitive, more competitive than people think. Ugas is really, really, really good against southpaws as well.
Hey, and Ugas look full as a motherfucker, man. I don't know if you saw the promo shoot with him and Spence, where they was behind the green screen. Ugas looked full, and Spence looked good too.
Yeah, they look good, man. They look like they already in shape. They look like they ready. You know what I'm saying? They look good.
Yeah, and you know what I mean, that's what I was gonna commend Spence on. You know, just him looking good. So I was like, yeah, that's good. It looked like he shedded the weight pretty well too.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the screen. Here we go. Yeah, this right here. Yeah, they both in shape already. Shit, hold up. Let me move this out the way. My bad. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they in shape. Salute the champ side. Yeah, they in shape. You know what I'm saying? They the same size. They like they about the same size. Ugas might be a little bit, you know, but they like they about the same size and everything, man. It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a tough fight for Spence, I think, because Ugas gonna have a lot of confidence going in. I think a lot of this stuff sometimes rides on confidence. Is Spence gonna have that confidence needed to bite down if he needs to, without getting sloppy and getting caught? You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me invite Loyal to the Game. Boxing is in the building. Salute to my boy Loyal to the Game. Boxing, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, family?
What's
How
going
you
on?
doing? Hey, man, another day, another dollar, man. I'm just listening to some of the commentary, man, and I think it's hilarious. Like, do you really think Ugas gonna win this fight? He's not.
Based off of what, man?
Well, take
I
a look
gave
at
I gave good reasons why Ugas could win this fight.
yeah. Well, yeah, you did. I'm not gonna say you didn't. Look at the Sean Porter fight. Now, I believe Ugas did win the Porter fight. I believe he got robbed in the Porter fight. I guess it would be tough to say robbed because it was a close fight, but I did have Dennis Ugas winning the fight. But we've seen it, right? You look at his size, right? Ugas has 12 knockouts, right? He's not going to be able to keep Errol Spence off of him. He doesn't have enough power to keep him off of him.
I think he got enough power.
He's only got
You
12
saw what
knockouts.
he did to Pacquiao. Pacquiao couldn't even eat, bro.
Manny Pacquiao was 5'5".
I mean,
Ugas,
still, I
Dennis
mean,
Ugas is a like you said, like he's a pure boxer out of Cuban style. He's used to southpaws a lot, so I think that will help him out with Errol Spence. But Errol Spence is not your typical southpaw where he's gonna try to jump in there and do all. He's gonna stay in Ugas' chest.
I'll tell you this: if Errol Spence had that one punch KO power, I'll still give him a huge chance in this fight. I think it's a lot closer than a lot of people may think. I think it's gonna be a lot closer.
Well, Errol Spence does have one punch KO power, but it's to the body. That's
last time he dropped somebody to the body, bro.
I mean, the last time he was actually in real shape for a fight on Campo, the last time he was in actual shape, and I think that's another thing that people aren't really taking into consideration is that a lot of the naysayers, they'll look at the Mikey Garcia fight, they'll look at the Porter fight, and they'll say at one point when he fought, they'll say Earl was a drunk and he was out of shape and he's not dedicated to the sport, and that's why Terence Crawford could beat him because Terence Crawford's a gym rat. But then on the flip side, then what they'll do is they'll judge him off of just those fights out of his career and not the fights where he came in to the fights in shape like this before training camp.
I mean, but it's been so long. You know what I'm saying? He fought how many times in like 5 years?
Yeah, it has, but there's been some health issues, car accidents, surgery for retina. So and I honestly I don't think having a car accident or having your retina torn is a blessing. But what I will say is, in a way, the torn retina was a blessing in disguise because the performance we saw against Danny Garcia was a guy who was coming off of severe trauma from a car accident and just rehabbing his body and getting it back into the ring. He didn't look the same, even though he dominated Danny Garcia with a jab. He looked off balance. He didn't look the same. He gassed towards the middle of the fight. When he had Danny Garcia in trouble, he couldn't finish him. He took rounds off. And then, going into the fight with Pacquiao, he's seen that he was getting more of his bearings under him, but he's got more time to heal, which is huge. It's huge, man. The only thing that can really heal people is time. That's just what it is.
But the best way to kill a fighter is inactivity, bro.
True.
You gotta think. Guys like, gym rats. Let me just say the gym rats, because some guys just can't get work like that. But let's just say the gym rat dudes, they staying in shape on top of shape on top of shape on top of shape. We've seen Spence 190 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
But we haven't seen that since his accident. That we haven't seen, and that's been. When did he fight Danny Garcia? What year was that? End of 2020. We in 2022. He was once he blew up to 190 pounds after the accident. I remember he came down in weight and he looked real skinny, and that's when people made the memes of him having like a breast or something in that picture. He was real skinny, and then he built up. He even looked smaller, even though he was in shape. At the Danny Garcia weigh-in, he looked a lot smaller than Danny Garcia. Do you remember that? He looked a lot smaller than Danny
He was
Garcia.
frail as hell.
And he's a dude known to be a big welterweight. So why is he looking smaller than an 140-pound fighter who moved up a couple years ago in Danny Garcia? And that's because he blew up to that weight and he did a lot of cardio. And at one point he got a little bit too small, but it was
What happened?
Quam. Oh, he must have got cut off. Did you mute yourself, bro?
No, I didn't mute myself. Can you guys hear me?
No, you just went out.
You just went out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I just say against Danny Garcia, he's kind of working his way back into a boxing rhythm. He dominated Danny with a jab and distance. Pacquiao, we never got to see it. Ugas was blessed to get that opportunity. But Spence had time to heal. And we haven't seen this version of Errol Spence in a long time. A guy who's in tip-top shape even before camp. Because last fight, he wasn't in tip-top shape before camp. He was rehabbing from an accident that people didn't even think, they didn't even know if he could last through the fight. They thought that he could possibly get knocked out by Danny because he was a big puncher. This is a whole different ball game. This is a whole different ball game. And Ugas has no bicycle. That's a key part of it.
Spence don't got a bike either.
Bicycle.
They both don't got bikes.
Earl has never proven to need a bike, and Ugas don't
need a bike,
power.
bro.
Yeah, but Ugas don't have he doesn't have power for you to need a bicycle. He got 12 knockouts. 12. He got 12 knockouts. That's not
Hey, Quam, you gotta stop saying it, bro. There are more factors that determine you getting knockouts than just power. It's like if you ever notice when you ask a guy who can punch, like who's the biggest puncher, it's not necessarily the guy with the most knockouts. Like timing, punch placement, overall strategy, that goes into getting knockouts. Like I think Spence punches harder than Bud, but at 147, Bud is sending dudes to the shadow realm, and I feel like that's because his punch variation is better than Spence's.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, look,
this is way more straightforward. So you tend to get prepared for those punches when they coming. Like you know what's coming, those type of punches coming. But when somebody throwing some awkward ass punch from some weird, strange angle and you don't see it coming, that's the shit that hurts the most.
Yeah, I listen, guys. I hear you on that, right? But like even with the replay you showing here with Sean Porter, Ugas takes his share of punishment in fights too. He's
dodging a lot of this shit, bro. He's slipping it.
Bruh, did you see what he looked like after this fight? And even the fight he dominated with Manny Pacquiao, what he looked like after the fight.
But it's like I said, he hardly takes a step back, bro. He's right there.
Yeah, but he's there to be hit too, is the question. And what fighter has he fought that has the power that Spence has? Who's going to stay in the
pocket? One may say Pacquiao has that one punch, that good punch, right?
What's that?
That one may say Pacquiao, one of the quote unquote best southpaws in the past. How long?
I mean, Pacquiao is a legend, so there's no doubt about that at all. But Pacquiao and Errol Spence, Pacquiao doesn't have a break you down style. Pacquiao has a type of style where he's going to use weird angles and he's gonna beat you a lot with speed and a lot of straight punches. Where Spence can fight inside just like Ugas, and he likes those type of fights. He likes it, like he relishes in those type of fights.
It's been a while since we've seen, Spence in the ring, man.
It has
that dog in it. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I have Spence winning 7 rounds to 5, 8 rounds to 4. But I don't think that it should be sneered at either way. If Spence beats him, give him his props. Mm-hmm. If Ugas beats Spence, I don't want to hear nothing about no eye or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Look, every time if you get in the ring and you fight, There's no excuse.
Yep.
Nah,
And
they ain't gonna give that. They not giving Ugas no win. I ain't gonna lie. If Ugas beat Earl, it's gonna have to be 8-4, like clear. If it's anything close, Spence gonna win. He in his hometown. That's who the money behind. Uh, I think Spence he gonna have a good showing, but then again, I think we all just need to sit and observe Spence on like what is he gonna be. I think it shouldn't be no expectations for Spence, although he put the expectations on himself. But at the same time, I'm still gonna look back and observe. I ain't gonna really give him too much. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be looking for him to show me something new. I already know what he can do, but off
Mhm.
what he can do, I still need to see more.
Right.
Spence is still like it's not like he showed you something like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
think
he hasn't wowed you.
yeah,
What up, Lawrence?
yeah,
I don't. Spence can't. I'm sorry. Spence can't. He doesn't have anything new. Spence is Spence. He's the most consistent fighter in boxing. Jab, straight left, close the distance, body move. That's it.
if
One
Yep.
plus
Ugas
one is two. That's
if
all you.
Ugas
That's all you
if
gonna see.
Ugas counters the jab, say Ugas is countering this jab, then what?
Then he gonna try to walk. Then he's gonna try to put the earmuffs on and walk him down. Spence has no. It is no disrespect. He has no feet.
Hey, fellas, and also, I want to see if Ugas twirl him like Sean Porter twirl. I got to see better footwork from Spence too.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, Porter was spinning that boy, and that's what I looked for in the Crawford fight to see if Porter was gonna spin Crawford, and he never did. And so I'm thinking like, but I ain't gonna lie, Spence was spinning Danny Garcia, but Ugas got good footwork, and I want to see if he can match the same footwork with Ulysses Ugas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Sean Porter feet, man. Sean Porter got some of the best feet when he was boxing before he retired. He has some of the best feet in the welterweight division, and
Yeah, and
you could throw
that
anywhere
came
out
from
of boxing.
football. That came from football. See, Earl Spence played football too, so I was just like, well, damn man, why this nigga feet always look like he's stuck in the mud? But one thing I say Spence can do is he can cut the ring off good, really well.
Mhm.
He can turn with you. He'll
If
be
you
able
think
to turn with you, but
all
he's slow.
Texas fighters fight like that, though, if you notice.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's that Derrick James style. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit, that style is just a straightforward style. And if you got a guy who could not only just punch, but a guy that's lateral, that's why I don't know if he could beat Boots because shit, Boots got some great footwork, and we might have better footwork than Terence Crawford because I just seen the cat just laterally do some shit that Roy Jones did, and just you know what I mean, and catch you off your mark.
No,
And when you got a guy who comes straight forward, that shit just hard, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but like I say, I don't think Spence got too much to worry about with that. But if Ugas can turn him, it might be a long night, fellas. It might be a long night. Not saying
Yeah.
Ugas gonna stop him, but it just might be a long night because I gotta see that improvement for Earl Spence. Like I said, I didn't like that shit with Sean Porter, and that's what I was looking at.
yeah, I don't know if Boots could beat Bud yet. I mean not Bud, but Spence. I don't know if he could beat Spence yet. You know, I think Boots he got everything. He got the footwork. He can box, but I want to see if he's a boxer puncher or a puncher boxer.
Yes, sir.
I think
Yeah.
I think you could bait Boots into since he's still young, and this just being young, bait
Mm-hmm.
him into actually fighting you. Now, do I think he could get in there and just out dog Spence? Like I don't know.
No, I'm not
Yo,
gonna.
I'm
Yeah,
an
I'm
age
not.
fan.
I'm not gonna say that. But I
So,
don't think his daddy won't let him. His daddy not gonna let him do that. But
no,
still,
no.
no, that nigga from Philly, bro. And them niggas some
exactly.
tough. Them niggas some
They like
tough niggas out
they
there,
like
B.
fighting. They like
Yo,
fighting.
Yeah, there's some tough
They like
niggas in
understand.
fighting.
Philly, bro.
You're right. You're right. You can bait him in the fight. I'm not even gonna lie. You can bait him in the fight. But the problem is, you bait him in the fight, now he's fighting. And
Yeah,
unlike the other dudes at 147, Boots is bigger than her.
Yeah.
Significant.
Yeah, he is bigger.
I mean,
Yeah.
although look at it. Look at the Stephen Fulton and Figueroa. Even though Bozy wasn't in Figueroa's corner, that's who been training him. And you seen Figueroa fell into fighting him. We know
Yeah.
he had the footwork and all that, but he didn't use it. He just was like, "Fuck it," and
Yeah. Scooter
he
Scooter
fought.
just said at that point, fuck it, I'm about to just fight
Yeah.
this nigga fight.
So
No,
And you know,
Mr.
so
Bozy don't train. He don't train Scooter. He helps out here and there, but he don't train.
yeah,
Scooter's
okay.
trainers is Coach Wahid and Hamza
okay,
and
Yeah.
Greg Heck. That's the
Oh yeah,
trainer.
okay. Okay.
But it's all in the same gym though.
yeah. You know they like fighting, so I don't know. I think that's what I want to see about Boots. That's why I said when I see him in there with somebody big his size, that's why Custio Clayton is good, and I want to see him just shit. Blair Cobb been talking shit, so I want to just see him knock him off. You know what I mean? Get in there. He big. He from Philly. Shit, y'all probably could. He probably could even headline. That probably could be like his first headline. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Put that motherfucker, man. Put that motherfucker at the Wells Fargo Center, man.
Yeah, right in his
Let's
backyard. Sell that
right in
shit
the
out. You know what
backyard.
I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All Philly brawl.
I
Yep.
wouldn't. I wouldn't suggest Spence fight Boots at 147. I think he should fight him at 54.
Shit,
Um,
That Quan,
I,
that'd be worse for Spence. No disrespect.
Shit, I've
Yeah.
been going on. I've
Yeah.
been going on record for a long time saying, shit, Earl should have. That's where he should have fought Bud at his best
But
advantage. Just
eh,
unified, like, because he never came in talking about undisputed. The timing and everything that happened, that's just where it led to. But he could have unified, went up, got a belt, and like, man, bring your little ass up here, like, and it would have been the same thing. It still would have been the same fight. It wouldn't have been like undisputed how they saying now, but it went
yeah.
undisputed when they first start
Hey,
talking shit. You know what I
yo,
mean?
does
Yeah, and
anybody
that's
care if it's
Yo,
undisputed? Because I don't. Like
yeah,
what is
nah.
like
You know,
fans be like, oh, undisputed. I don't care. I don't care if it's at 150. It could be at a catch weight. I don't care. I just want to see the fight.
but
Hold up. Boxing
exactly
Gym.
shit. Hearns and
Hold
Leonard.
up. Hold up. Boxing Gym says Boots is all eye test. He has a lot of skills, but he has flaws just like everybody else that's been exposed against lesser fighters than the champion of the top contenders at 147. What do y'all gotta say to that?
I'm
Boxing
only.
gyms,
Yeah.
everybody has flaws. Boxing gyms. The problem is, are you willing to stand in the fire and expose Boots' flaws? That's a
But
very dangerous place to be.
Yeah, and that's why I think Bud can beat him, because Bud that
Cool.
sharp.
Bud's
nah,
gonna
Yeah.
get sent to the
Boots.
shadow realm, bro.
I think Bud's gonna go to sleep. You better stay far as
Nah.
fuck away from Boots. Far,
Ah, come on with that.
Nah.
far.
I ain't gonna lie, family.
He's
I ain't gonna lie.
physically just a
It's weird.
bigger.
Bro,
He
Bud.
has the same type of skills as Boots, but even like
Nah.
on a skill level. Because I mean, like really think about this, right? You take a look at Bud Crawford's performance against Kell Brook, right? Bud Crawford could not make an adjustment against a simple jab 1-2
Whoa, 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 whoa,
until
whoa,
he
whoa,
He
hold
had to
on.
knocked
get
him out. So
Hold
how
on,
can
hold on,
you?
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Listen,
let me
listen.
hold on, let me just
You
finish
just
what I'm saying.
No, hold on,
Let me
hold on. Let
finish
him
okay.
what
All
I'm
finish.
right, go
Let him,
ahead.
saying
let him
and
finish.
then respond, right? He could not
Okay.
make when he was in the orthodox position, he could not stop a simple 1-2 time jab right hand from Brook. I was getting ready to shut in 3 rounds. When he turned southpaw and changed the angle, he was able to take that away. Now, with a person who like Boots, who I think we all would agree is a better pure boxer and skilled boxer than Kell Brook at that point in Kell Brook's career, right? Would if he can't stop that from Boots, him turning southpaw is not going to change nothing against Boots because
I'm
Boots can go and change the angle on him the same exact way, and he's physically a bigger human being than Bud.
yeah.
Boots should be literally at 154, could go up to 160. Bud is a smaller man who came from 135 and moved up.
And that's why. And I say this, like, and boxing gyms actually have that video. If you look at, he broke down that 6th round with Sean Porter, him and Bud and Sean Porter. And it's little small, it's little subtle things like that. That's IQ. That's things that you actually peeping a certain fighter doing and controlling a fighter to do what you want them to do. Boxing Gyms had the perfect video for that. And I understand that Boots actually he good, but he take we still haven't seen enough. I don't want to just call and say, oh, we seen him getting hit and this because he still won. And that's so it's still more. I think I need to
Hey,
see with Boots, but I
hey,
believe he everything. He complete boxer.
boxing gyms, and anybody on the planet, right? Yo, I'm Jamil Parker. I'm from YSM Sports Media, right? We can bet whatever you want to bet.
Do you
And
see the size of this guy?
you
He's like
can
physically
Yo,
bet.
bigger
We
than
can, like,
his
if that
bro.
fight comes about, you can hit me up. Cheetos, my man. We can bet whatever you want to bet. Bud's going to sleep.
No,
I'm not even talking about decision. Bud's going to sleep, and it's not even going to be late. It's going to be early. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair that Bud has to fight Boots. To be honest with you, I'm a Boots guy. I want him to get the fight, but it's not fair to Bud. Bud should be fighting Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Ugas, and Keith Thurman. He shouldn't have to fight a dude that's 10 years younger when he didn't get those other fights. It's not fair.
Jamil, let me say this to you real quick though. But the one reason I'm gonna disagree with you on that is because Buzz Camp tried to make the fight with Virgil Ortiz, right? But Virgil Ortiz camp didn't want to go in that direction. And most people are comparing Virgil Ortiz and Boots, and they put them in the same sentence, right? And we noticed that Terence Crawford don't even have a fight now, and Boots in his name ain't even mentioned. It ain't even mentioned.
I didn't hear anything about. I didn't hear anything about Virgil that Bud tried to make the Virgil Ortiz fight.
So when Sean Porter initially was the first time they tried to negotiate and WBO had him won, and then that fell apart. Then the WBO moved Virgil Ortiz to one, and they tried to make that fight, but Virgil Ortiz camp didn't want to go in that direction. And then when his representative from Golden Boy was even asked about it, that he put butt off on Spence and said that the direction they want to go in is fighting Boots later on down the line, like they were waiting for dudes to vacate, like Spence and Terence Crawford to get out of there, so that generation could fight each other. So all I'm saying is that if Crawford's team was interested in that fight, then I just find it very interesting that they would like Boots Ennis not even mentioned, and he's number 2 in the WBO. He's not even mentioned. His camp don't even mention him.
Yo, Boxing Gym said, where would the money come from? Boots makes $400K. The money would come from Steven Espinosa.
Easy.
You had to, Bud, like you would just have to guarantee Bud whatever he wants or whatever he's used to getting. So, like, I don't even understand the logic. See, guys, they misconstrue the business of boxing with who are actually going to fight. Boots are destroyed at this point in Bud's career.
Nah.
No disrespect. No disrespect. He would destroy him. Spence would be a harder fight, but he'll knock Spence out too.
Nah, I don't think he would. Nah. Right now?
Okay.
Nah, I don't think he would right now.
Nah, because Boots is just unproven right now. I mean, he looks phenomenal. Let's not get it twisted. He passes the eye test. He checks all the fucking boxes. But we need to see him go through some adversity. We need to see him overcome something. We need to see him get him out.
Cheeto, the logic behind that is okay.
He looks like a middleweight.
Wait, who did Mike Tyson beat? Who did Mike Tyson beat on the way up that would lead you to believe that he would do that to the heavyweight division? Right? Who did Kambosos beat to lead you to believe he would do that to Tio? Who did Andy Ruiz beat to lead you to believe that he would stop Joshua? Sometimes styles make fights, and somebody just comes along that's just better than you.
You right, man. Hey.
I always say, who did Spence beat to show that he would beat Kell Brook?
It's hard to disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a Bud fan. It's hard to disagree, but Boots is fucking phenomenal, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That motherfucker got talent. I mean, he checks all the fucking boxes, bro. And you see him. So you would know, but we seen Terence Crawford. We know he's proven. Boots is somewhat unproven, but he just got to show us. We just waiting for him to show us in a fight where, he's in there with somebody. Maybe Castillo Clayton could be that somebody, but
Castillo Clayton's getting knocked out, y'all.
you think what round he getting knocked out in?
I don't go five. It doesn't go past round 5. He get knocked out.
Boots do take shots well too, don't he? He takes shots well as fuck, bro. I seen him eat some shots. I mean, they smaller dudes, but he eating them motherfuckers, bro. He was eating them shots. Wasn't phasing him.
All I'm saying is the guy is physically a bigger human being than these other guys, and he has top-notch skill and talent, and could easily. I would have to say this: Boots is the biggest puncher in the division. And we don't say that, okay, well, look who he's fighting, because if you look at Errol Spence level of opposition when he was coming up, and when you look at Terence Bud Crawford level of opposition when they were coming up, they weren't getting everyone out of there either. Boots he got 28 fights and 26 knockouts. And it would have been 27 if Van Heerden didn't headbutt him. So
and that's
dude's
true.
a huge puncher.
He is a huge puncher, but come on, let's be real though. He hadn't fought any of the top guys yet. My thing is, I think his power is real. I'm not gonna stun on that shit. Dude got power, and I think he got brought up a little bit better than Errol Spence. And it's just crazy that he's younger than Spence, and their resume is identical. And that's what makes me feel like you say Spence will be his hardest fight, Crawford will be his hardest fight, because I think he would have a much easier time with Spence. But I'm not saying it's gonna be as easy, but is it gonna be easier than Crawford? Because he's gonna have to think a hell of a lot more with Crawford.
Right.
He's gonna have to think a lot more with Crawford, bro. I'm sorry, Errol Spence is a great fighter, man. But like, it's no thinking, because you know what he gonna do. He gonna pressure.
But here's also what I'm gonna say to that as well about Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has a pattern. This is a fact. Look at his fight. He has a pattern of getting hit, clipped early to make adjustments. He's not going to be able to afford to be getting hit by someone like Duran Boots Ennis early like that. If he got hit with the same shot,
look at this though. Vice versa.
Hold on a second. If he get hit with the same shot that Mean Machine hit him with in the third round with Boots, it's going to be a different ball game. Because one of the things about Terence Crawford that a lot of you guys don't like to recognize is when he gets hit, his mind is still there and strong, but his body reacts a lot differently than his mind does. He gets wobbly. Like Boots is a big fucking puncher. I don't think you guys really understand how big of a puncher
and that's what I'm telling you, brother. That's what I'm saying. You think he gonna take those shots from him? It's gonna be a tactical fight, bro. It's gonna be tactical. I guarantee you, he'll be up for that fight. I'm not gonna say he's gonna stop him, bro. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be a tactical fight. It's gonna be more tactical than Errol Spence, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm telling you. He's gonna have to think. And YSM, you could vouch for that. Boots is gonna have to think with Crawford, right?
Anyone who fights Crawford gonna have to think with Crawford. But another thing about Crawford's style, even if you look at how he fought Porter and a lot of these guys, he normally has a big advantage in reach and range.
That's true.
And that ain't gonna happen with Boots. They got the same arm length.
Right, and
it's gonna be a problem, bro.
But hey, you're right. But I'm telling you this though, Boots hadn't seen the same length either. He hadn't fought a guy that was 74 inches just like him. That's why it's gonna be a tactical fight, my brother. That's all I'm telling you. That's why it's gonna be tactical
fight. It's definitely gonna be a tactical fight, but I just feel like Terence Crawford has a shit ton of skills, and
Boots do too.
Have the same. My thing is that Boots is physically a bigger human being.
Yes, sir.
That don't mean nothing.
Yes, sir. And exactly, bro.
I hope you guys have like the same amount of talent and skills.
Hold up, because when it's gonna come to that, they gonna be thinking and
Exactly.
you still gotta think how both of them gonna react to each other power. That could change
Hey,
the whole trajectory of the fight. That they
thank you,
could
bro.
be
That's
just
all
sit
I'm
there and
saying.
want to outbox, and then it become more tactical. They could sit there and want to mirror each other. You don't know.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't know what type of fight it's gonna be. But at the
Right.
but at this point, you could only say it's gonna be at the highest level. You know what I mean? Boots really ain't really showed us that, and that's just what we want to see. We ain't putting them down. We see everything. It's just we want to see more. That's what all boxing fans is.
Yep.
You go out there, we want to see more, and you can't deny that. You can't get in there and say he out here just beating the top talent, and that's why we can just go off your word because you and Philly and you get to see him or you seen him. Like, come on, bro.
But we could
We
say
want
the
we
same.
want to
We
see
could,
it too.
Hey,
The
but
same
we,
Hey,
but
thing.
hey,
we could,
hey,
we
hey,
could
Hold up,
also
hold
fellas.
up,
say that
Hey,
we
hold
could
up. The
also
same thing you telling us. We want to see that shit too, bro. You
facts.
know
But
what
I
I
mean,
yeah,
mean?
facts. But
yeah.
we also,
You seen it,
if we
we
could,
want to see it.
you're right. But we could also use the same
I want
argument
to
pertaining.
hold it
We
right
could also use the same
Oh
argument
yeah, it's
pertaining to
cold, brother.
Crawford. If we have
It's
a,
the Delaware
Terence
River.
Crawford fight, the top talent, the best fighter he's fought so far is this guy here, Sean Porter, in all 38 or 9 of his fights.
Yeah,
So we
okay,
sit
and
around
you
talking about
know,
top
and
talent.
But
He
hey,
hey,
but
actually has
listen,
Eddie,
listen,
hey, and
listen
you
to
know
this
what
though.
happened?
Listen,
And you
but
know
hold on,
what
hold on,
happened?
hold
They
on.
all been stopped, bro. They all been stopped.
and the same
Stop.
thing with Boots.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Exactly, bro. We saying the same thing.
But the thing of it is though, it's just that Crawford, the rising is Crawford fought top guys. 140. Victor Poster was a top guy, a solid fighter who just lost to the guy that beat Boots in the amateur. You feel me? But that's nothing here or there. You feel me? It's just like what I'm saying is, bro. It's gonna be a great fight. I'm gonna tell
So
you like this. Boots gonna be thinking. And the thing about it is, Boots is a great talent.
stamp
Even if
it.
he lose to Crawford, bro, his knowledge of the game is always gonna be there just because of his father, his brothers, the
right.
background he come from in Philadelphia, bro. That's what I'm saying. But he ain't never seen a monster like Crawford, and Crawford seen guys just as big as him, but maybe not as skillful as he is. That's what I'm
Correct.
saying, bro.
Correct.
So I don't think they might not stop each other, bro. But it's gonna be a great fight, bro. It's gonna be a great fight.
I,
Hey,
That's what I'm
hey,
saying.
hey, I
listen,
got
the
a quick
only
question.
go ahead, brother.
Hey, how you doing, my guy? Hey, I got a quick question. Hey, so y'all mean to tell me the boots who y'all saw against Sergey Lipinets will be Bud? Stop it. Boots, he looked good,
Well,
great talent. He'll be good one
well,
day.
well,
But Bud was
listen,
stoppable,
brother.
guaranteed. I trained at Bud
Listen,
Gym for 2 years,
I'm gonna keep it real.
and
I really,
YSM doing what he supposed to do.
I really did that Lipinets fight. It was a great fight, man. But at the end of the day, it's like that was just a measuring stick for my guy. But I knew he was gonna tell Lipinets was too small, man. Lipinets was just really too small
Thank
for
you.
him. He was too
And, but
small,
but
and that's no
but
hate,
did you
and that's
see
no
how
hate,
long he
bro.
stayed in there though?
He broke his. I think he hurt
Six
his
But
hand.
rounds.
He hurt his hand. He definitely hurt his hand.
Hey,
He
hold on
stayed
real
there.
quick. Hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me read the super
Mhm.
chat. Salute to my man D Lucky for the super chat. He says it's not smart for Spence or anyone to try to walk Bud down. He stopped Porter while fighting off the back feet. Yeah, he stopped him. Right here on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah. But let me respond to that though. Porter, when Porter got caught, he came in there with his head down, swinging overhand. Spence is a way more disciplined fighter than that. He doesn't come in like that when he walks people down. So like you can't even compare the two.
But
Spence when he
But
walks people down,
Spence didn't
Spence
do that to
Spence
Sean
comes.
though.
Yeah,
yeah, he did. He
Spence
listen
didn't
did.
come on the
again.
back foot and go
And
down.
another thing
Spence
is
didn't
too,
do that.
brother. Spence didn't take no angles. If you look at the angle Crawford got on him, if Spence not going to be able to throw the right jab, bro. That shit gonna be negated. So what he gonna do? And
Who
that's
he,
what give Crawford the advantage. That hey, I know your style. I know your style.
whose style did he fight? Like Spence's, that he knows his style.
He knows Spence style. He
But
walks straight forward.
right. So Spence only walked straight forward. So when he fought Mikey Garcia, he just walked straight forward.
Man,
When he
come
fought
on,
Lamont
man. Mikey
Peterson,
Garcia
when
was
he
stuck
fought
in the
Lamont,
mud, bro. You
when he
talking about a
fought
nigga who
Lamont, when
ballooned
he
up to
fought
15
But
pounds.
listen, when he fought
Come
Lamont
on,
Peterson,
man.
he just hold on. When he fought Lamont Peterson, he just walked straight forward.
Yes, yes.
No,
A
no, he
shot
didn't.
Lamont Peterson. Yes,
No,
he
he didn't.
did.
And Lamont Peterson.
Bro, man,
See, I don't like when people like discredit fighters. Lamont Peterson before he
no,
fought.
Lamont
this is
Hold
not.
Peterson
We're
on a
not
second, brother.
discrediting
shot this
Lamont.
man.
Lamont, we can't
Shot
call
this.
Lamont
He was
Peterson a
fucking
shot fighter.
shot.
No, he wasn't because the fight before Spence,
Why?
Lamont. Can I
Okay, okay.
finish the statement? Look, with the fight before Spence,
Go
Lamont
ahead.
Peterson just won the WBA regular championship, and he wasn't shot at all in that fight.
Uh,
He had to actually the
against
reason
who?
Lamont Peterson, uh, I don't remember, it was a vacant title, but he wasn't no shot fighter. Lamont Peterson wasn't
Man,
even
that
close
nigga
to
was
being a
shot,
shot
bro.
fighter.
Okay,
No,
okay. So was
Hey,
he
you gotta
shot
beat
say
him
in
the
in
same
certain?
thing about Bud
So
and
so
Kell Brook then.
what's that,
so
brother?
huh?
You gotta say the same thing. I said you gotta say the same thing about Bud and Kell Brook. You gotta give him the same credit
And
then. If you give him Spence credit for
and,
that, you
and
gotta
we
give
and we can.
Bud credit. He came out 3 wins before Bud at 154.
Thank you,
Yeah, yeah,
thank you.
but again,
He was
the
So,
way
thing. But
past. He
hold
was
on.
way past his prime though. And this is
But
but hey,
Kel,
but think of this.
Kel Brook,
But
Kel
think of
Brook.
this though, fellas. But
Lamont
my
was way
bad. One
past
more
his
statement.
prime, bro. And he was
But
coming up.
but think of this though, fellas. But think of this though, fellas. Did Spence give Kell Brook enough time for that eye to injury to heal?
Okay. Hey,
Okay,
6 months later.
okay,
6 months
okay,
later though.
okay. 6
6
months
months
later,
later.
my nigga,
No,
come on, man.
it was actually
And,
9 months later.
Lamont,
They
He had
made the
2
fight
weeks
whatever, it's
6
left.
still not
months.
enough
They
time.
made the fight 6 months. They fought
Right,
9
but
months
they
later.
fought 9 months. Yeah, so I mean, you can't talk about his eye. It's not like they
But what I'm
fought
saying, if
in
you
a
make a
vibrant
fight
amount.
in 6 months, you already gotta get cleared by
Yeah,
medical.
right. And he had two. He asked for 2 medical exemptions, right? I mean extensions. Kel Brook did, but before that fight, not like he jumped straight in
Bro,
there. And what?
the Kell Brook win is good on all. It ain't like Kell Brook. No, no, hold up, because it's the thing. The Kell Brook, yeah, he lost to Earl, but he came back and he knocked motherfuckers out after Earl. Then he fought Bud,
Thank
lost,
you.
and he came out and knocked the motherfucker out
And
after
gave
Bud. What we talking about?
Yeah, he didn't. He
like
didn't.
Buddy
Oh,
said, he
okay.
gave Bud
Facts.
good work.
Facts.
He gave
Facts.
Bud good work. As y'all
Yeah,
say,
Until he
he gave
adjusted.
Bud good work. Until what? Until what? Until he got hit in this fucking
He
eye.
adjusted.
Come
right.
on,
Hey, hold on,
man.
hold on, hold on. Hey, yo, let me read the super chat. Salute to my boy D Lucky for the super chat. He says will be able to create better angles against Spence because of Spence slow feet and not being able to get out of the way fast enough. Porter has better feet than Spence. Salute and
They
thank
have.
you for the super chat. Y'all hit that like button for your boy.
They also have 2 completely different styles too. So I don't think. See, again, it's like you can't compare what Porter does and what Spence does because Spence, when he comes in to walk you down, he comes in behind a jab. Sean
Hey, I got a
Porter.
quick question. Since
Sean
that
Porter
style,
took the jab away from Spence.
hey, y'all said they got different style, but with that Spence and Porter fight, whose style was that? Because they saying it was Porter style, but it looked like Spence was fighting natural to me. Being
No, yeah. So again, I say this again, right? I don't judge Errol Spence off of the Sean Porter fight because as most of the people know, Errol Spence and a lot of people were saying this in this same community right here that Errol Spence was going to lose to Terence Crawford at that time because he was partying, he was undisciplined, and everyone called him a drunk, and he was coming into camp fat and wasn't in the gym, and Bud
Mm-hmm.
was a person who was disciplined to his craft.
Yep.
Errol Spence, to be quite honest, the Sean Porter fight is the absolute worst performance of Errol Spence's career. He like
But
he's and I called, and I'm a person who called that Terence Crawford was going to stop Sean Porter, and the reason I said it is because he and Errol Spence are a level above a Sean Porter. The difference is Terence Crawford is always in shape. He's always getting into the ring 120% physically, mentally, and spiritually. He's ready in that ring, and
right.
that's a kudos to him. But Errol Spence, when he fought Sean Porter, that's not exactly where he was at. And not to bring up anything detrimental, but it kind of shows how fast his brother was living. 12 days later, after that, he was in an accident,
And
out
hey, but
partying.
listen to the listen. But listen to who fault is that though?
Yeah, it's his fault. But all I'm saying
Okay,
is,
so
right?
listen, and I feel you, bro. And this is what I'm telling you. Hey, you got the biggest fight of your life. This is a unification fight. And you mean to tell me I'ma fuck around? I'ma drink? Nah, man, come on, bro. Come on, like that's my thing. Like
I,
I can't make an excuse like that because
I,
oh he wasn't physically ready. Nah, my nigga, you know
I
this is the
bro-
biggest fight of your life,
right.
and you
I
coming
bro-
in and he did and listen, he did look scared. He did look nervous. He looked nervous walking in. That was the biggest stage for Earl Spence, bro.
I
And
think
you
some.
gotta
I think
judge him off that fight.
I was watching over the week, right? I was watching the Kanye West special on Netflix, right? And
Uh-huh.
his mother had said to him that you know a giant, a giant when he looks in the mirror should see nothing. And that was Errol Spence's downfall because when Errol Spence, I knew Errol Spence was going to have some issues because Spence started believing the whole moniker of him being a boogeyman. Because when him and Terence Crawford had met up after the hooker fight, the infamous going back and forth, easy route, all that stuff, he was saying, I am the boogeyman, right? And it's like, once you start believing that stuff, then it's like, you feel like you don't have to train because you believe that you just better. And I know Errol Spence just knew he was better than Sean Porter, which it showed,
That
which
was
it
before
showed.
the
But he
Mikey
took,
fight though.
yeah, yeah. It started. You're exactly right. It started before the Mikey fight, and a lot of times what happens is when some people they start making a whole lot of money, you start to see the real person come out. They say you see the real
Uh,
person come out when they start to make money. I was
Hence
at the
Adrian
Ocampo fight.
Broner.
Yeah, exactly. I was at the Ocampo fight. I was backstage. I was actually in Sten's locker room after the fight. And I remember him doing interviews and him stating like how much of a bag he made off that fight because this was like one of the first fights he had man down promotions on the fight. It was in Dallas. It was a packed house. They sold so much effing merchandise there. He made good money, and I was fortunate enough at that time. I went and partied with him after the fight. We went to two different clubs. And I'll just leave it at that. I ain't gonna put no one business out there, but I'll just say I was shocked to see that the person that I saw on television that seemed like a quiet type of guy, that he a different person than that in real life. And I got to witness some things, right? And things start to catch up with you. They just do. It's just real, And he went through that. And all I'm saying is that even listening to him in a press conference yesterday, he had stated that he had some of his own demons that he had to wrestle with, and I knew what he meant by that. And it seems like now he's gotten through that, and there's a you can see there's some truth to that based on the shape that he's in because the body don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Based on his demeanor. So all I'm saying is that for this Ugas fight, I think Ugas is in a lot of trouble. I just think
Okay, hey,
stylistically,
Shit, we
yeah,
still got to see him at the weigh-in. I ain't gonna lie, he probably about
yeah.
20 pounds off. I got to see him at the weigh-in. Once you cutting them last extra pounds in that week, you know what I mean. That's when everybody gonna be. They
I,
gonna
I
be at
got.
their worst.
I think I got.
But at their
Yeah,
best. I got to see that.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I gotta disagree with
He
the
a
20
big
pounds.
boy.
He look Spence looked like he about maybe 10 pounds away from weight.
yeah, he
He
don't
because
look
he
no 20
definitely looks
pounds.
good. Yeah, he
He
definitely looks like he about 10 pounds away, bro. I'm
my
gonna
my
say
home
that because
my home
he don't look that full.
my homeboy Chris from he got a channel called Uppercuts Boxing. He did an interview with Spence, and we were talking yesterday. He told me he says he asked Earl what was the difference with this training camp and other training camps. He said the difference is that other training camps he was working against his body, and this training camp his body is working with him. So he has a
Yeah,
nutritionist.
yeah.
He's not wearing sauna suits. Everything is where it's supposed to be at this point. So in terms of we all know in boxing, like draining a lot of weight, that does affect your power in fights. If you gotta, I mean, like this picture here, I say, when is the last time we saw this guy before training camp? In this picture, I spoke to Derek James. This picture was taken 2 weekends before camp started. 2 weekends before camp started. When's the last time we saw that guy, because this was the guy that everyone was saying 4 years ago when he was coming up was on steroids. This is what people were saying about this guy. They said he was on steroids. He was a big guy. He was on steroids. We didn't see that guy. We had
Hey,
to see
Quan,
this
but
guy.
I got a question for you though. Now,
Sure.
if he struggles in this fight, what are you going to say then?
Well, if he struggles in the fight, then I got to give all the credit to Ugas. I mean, it is what it
Shit.
is.
I
I
don't,
got to
If
give the
he,
credit to Ugas.
I don't want to hear about. I don't want to hear about any Blu-rays or any party and anything like that because that goes against being professional.
hey,
Right? You
Right,
saying you
but
can't
but
judge him.
but
You
I just
wait,
I,
Quan. You saying you can't judge him off of a performance. You and I both know how you practice is how you perform. So
facts.
True. True.
if he has those habits, you gotta judge him by it because your preparation is a part of you performing in the sport.
Right, and
Fact.
all I'm saying is that I don't believe that those habits play a factor now. It was evident. It was evident if we look at his last. We won't look at the Danny weigh-in, but if we look at the weigh-in from Mikey, and we look at the weigh-in from Porter, and even before those fights started, even in camp, because I got a picture I can share where Errol Spence was skinny. He was a lot skinnier than this, and he was fat. He was skinny fat. His abs weren't even showing. It was 3 weeks in the camp, and he posted on Instagram, "No more fat boy." There's a huge difference. So as I'm saying, is that if Ugas beats him or whatever the case may be, I got to give Ugas his props, point blank, period. But on
hey,
the flip side, but hold on the flip side, I'm going to play devil's advocate and then turn the same question over to you. Now,
Sure.
if he stops you, Dennis Ugas, like I'm predicting, then what do you say? Because
About
Ugas
I
ain't
time.
say
never
it
get
was
stopped.
I say it was a great performance.
Okay. Okay. So same thing. Like I said, I'd have to give
gotta give him
Ugas
his,
all the
gotta give
credit
him
in the
his credit.
world. Yeah, I got to give Ugas all the credit in the world if he beats him. We all pick a dog or a horse
Hey,
in the
so
in the
look,
race, and Spence is ours.
I, I got a question, bro. So if Spence struggles in this fight but happens to win, do you think he drops the belts and move up, or y'all think he gonna fight Crawford? If he struggles but wins, like like a split like a split decision. If he struggles and wins, do y'all think he stays at 47, or y'all think he move up? Because
It,
Charlo finna move up after this Castano fight.
it depends on how depleted he feels. But I can say that does it
Hmm.
really matter to you if Bud versus Spence happens at 147 pounds?
Nah, don't to me. The fight just need to happen. Period.
If it happens at a catch weight
Yeah,
149 pounds, does the world really
and
care?
No.
right. That's yeah. That's just that's what I wanted to know. And something telling me they could fight at 54.
Hey, Spence gonna take that fight if he win or if he look bad because he gonna be ready to
He-
cash out because 154 gonna be a whole different ball game. He was up there at first, so he gonna have to go ahead and get that money because who else he gonna make that money with at 154?
Facts.
Shit,
I
nobody,
agree.
bro. But and that's the thing. And that's the thing is like, I don't know what the nigga asking for now behind closed doors, but that's just the whole thing that kept this shit negated is this nigga talking about 60-40. And I didn't like
Mhm.
what he said in the interview. Well, we need to have this behind closed doors. Well, motherfucker, why you didn't say this shit 3 years ago?
Well, well,
Well,
well.
Like,
Let's
that's the
let's well, let's first off, let's be truthful. Let's be truthful, right? The whole
truth about what?
about the whole 60-40 stuff. The first person who brought up anything about splits in this fight was Bob Arum. Bob Arum came out when he was being interviewed and stated it. He
Yeah.
said listen, he said Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia were not elite fights. The only fight that would be interest them when Bud moved up would be Errol Spence, and it should be a 50-50 fight. That's so Bob Arum is
Well,
the
no, no, no,
one who
no.
put
There's there's
Let me correct you,
promotional
bro. He
companies,
said he
promotional
said he
companies.
said he said 40-40, and the winner get 20%.
no, he moved to that. No, he moved to that.
which
That was
is
something he moved to later.
a
He initially said it was should be a 50-50 fight, and then after Spence fought Mikey, right? And then on
Uh
pay-per-view
huh.
he was first, and then Bud fought Khan, right? And then the numbers had came in, and then the lady from I think it's like Behind the Gloves or something interviewed Spence. Spence said, I think because the interview could be played. He said, I think it should be 60-40, but I'll let Al Heyman handle that because he knows what I'm worth, and Bob Arum knows what Terence Crawford is worth. And then what happened was Bob
Hey,
Arum started coming out with that stuff, and then the war words started going back and forth.
hey,
So
hey,
we can't just blame
Quan,
Spence because that's not accurate.
the reason why his energy has changed is because it's a done deal. There's no more
Yeah,
Bob or anything like
right,
that. So him
right,
saying, "Oh, let's go behind closed doors,"
Okay.
they've been negotiating this whole time. It's a done
right.
deal.
True.
Y'all
Facts,
still argue.
facts,
Like,
True.
the fact
facts.
that people are arguing about splits and all that is
Right.
completely irrelevant.
Yeah, I
This
don't
fight
talk
is
about
happening.
Thank
it
you.
anymore.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
don't
it's
talk about
happening
it anymore.
at a catch weight 150. I don't know, but it's going to happen.
See, because as you, because here's a fact, right? Ever since Bob Arum has been out of the picture with Terence Crawford, we haven't heard anything about splits anymore from either side, have we?
Hey, let
So,
me tell you
so
how
the
you.
main, I just said this, the main person that was in the way of the fight was Bob Arum because Bob Arum and Al Heyman had beef. That's really what it was. It had nothing to do with the two fighters. It had to do with
Yeah.
those people, but and
Nah,
we blame the
I
fighters.
think it did. Well, why Bud Crawford said at the press conference, hold on. You just said what if a fighter want to fight, you go get the fight because that's what the fighter want. I
Correct,
just
but
I gotta rebuttal
it,
that. So who didn't want the fight?
but here's a question. Here's a
That's
question.
not how business is done.
Here's a question
He's
though.
fraud.
What fighter has Bud Crawford fought at 147 that he wanted to fight?
Shit, he wanted to fight
No,
Spence, he didn't get it.
no. My question is
Exactly.
right, but my question is though, right? What fight did he ask for that he wanted to fight? The man didn't even uh they couldn't even announce the Kell Brook fight officially until about 2 weeks before the fight day because he didn't want to sign a
Because
contract
he was trying
because
to
he
get a
was
fight
with Manny
with Manny
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao. Yeah.
My point is that it wasn't Spence. It was the fact of Bud was signed to a person that had absolutely no leverage on making the fights that Bud actually wanted. It had nothing to do with Spence. He was signed to a person that had zero leverage on making the fights happen that Bud actually wanted. Now, as you see what Jamil is saying, as soon as he's out of the
But
picture,
listen
he's
though.
got to negotiate.
But why if that's the case, why Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder happened 3 times?
Oh, that's pretty simple because the first time it happened, it was between PBC and his promoter over there. I forget what's the guy's name.
Frank
Frank
Warren.
Warren. Frank
Frank
Warren.
Warren. So then what happened was there was already a rematch clause signed in the fight, and Bob Arum and ESPN swooped in and signed Tyson Fury, which forced a seat at the table with PBC. And once that seat at the table was forced with PBC, Bob Arum had then got a chance to speak to Al Heyman because he was saying Al Heyman was a figment of people's imagination. He didn't exist and all that because he couldn't get in contact with him. Then once he got in contact, then he came out and said, "I spoke to Al Heyman. A fight is going to happen between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford." These are the words that came out of his mouth, right?
Hey,
But then what happened? We get Wilder Fury 2. There's a rematch clause signed again, and now what happens? Bob Arum and PBC these two entities are in court again to make the third fight happen because he don't want to honor anything. And as soon as that happened, that those guys went into court and they had that arbitration and Wilder Fury 3 was announced. If you look at the timing, every time Bob Arum was asked about Crawford and Spence, he got disgusted and said, "Oh, Errol Spence is scared. The fight's not going to happen because he knew the fight wasn't going to happen because of what he went through with that arbitration." Now that he's out of the picture, I think it's just basic to see. Now that Bob Arum's out of the picture, Jamil is telling you guys that the fight's a done deal. It's a done deal. The only thing that's changed in the equation
Hey,
over the
let me
4
tell you.
years is Bob
Let me
Arum's
tell you
out
what
the
happened.
picture.
Hey, let me tell you what's going on. YSM know what's going on. It's just like this right here. The fights, they finna fight for undisputed. Spence and Crawford, right? You got Charlo and Castano fighting for undisputed, right? So when Bud beat Spence They gonna move up. It's gonna be history. They gonna be fighting for another undisputed at 154. Both of them moving up right after the fight. It's a 2-fight deal. One at 147 for undisputed, and one at 154 for undisputed. Why I tell you? This is the way
We'll
they got it
see.
set up.
We'll see. But we have to play.
This is the way it's set up.
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? If the fight gets made, right? Because most people talk about when Bud beats him. What happens if Spence beats Bud? Then what?
Either or. Either way it go, they both moving up to 154 for a 2-fight deal. It's a 2-fight deal, one for 147 undisputed, because that's what it'll be. And once Charlo or Castano win, if Charlo win 9 times out of 10, he moving up. That's when Spence and Crawford moving up. Then they're gonna fight for undisputed for their second fight. It's too big of a money. It's history. It's PBC. They've been doing this. They've been had this plan.
I kind of doubt that. I think when he goes up to 154, Charlo moves up and he wins. There's gonna be vacated belts to fight for, and we all know Heyman is the king
but look,
of making guys fight
undisputed.
for vacated belts first. Though they're not gonna make. He's the king of prolonging and
So
making
both
a
of them moving up
storyline.
at the same time. You get what I'm saying?
Hold up.
If they undisputed, they fight for the belt. The guy with the undisputed got all the belts, so he'll be able to have a chance for a first crack at the belt. If Spence move up to 154, he'll be right there with PBC. Both of them on the same house at this point. This is the most money they can make.
But if Charlo moves
That's the best
up,
way they
that
can
means
do it.
that the belts will be vacated. So no one's gonna move up and just fight for all the belts at once. That's all I'm stating.
So WBO, you get a chance for the fight for that belt, right? Look how Bob moving with those belts. Cambosa and Lomachenko. Look how long they had that belt. Lomachenko, then Tio, now Cambosa. It's the same 4 belts.
But Bob doesn't have any fighters at 154. All the fighters that are at 154
But what I'm saying,
are
Al
PBC
gonna do the
fighters.
same thing, but for more money at PBC. It's the same. It's a tradition. Look how it's going. They trying to keep all the belts in house. That's the reason why he didn't want to fight Bud at Top Rank, because he wanted to keep most of the belts over there at PBC. Not saying that it was guaranteed that Bud was gonna beat him, but if it was a chance that the belts go over there, what leverage do Al have at that point about saying that his fighters are the best when Bob looking for Olympic fighters? He looking for gold medalists all around country. You know what I'm saying? PBC looking for that money makers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. And
listen. I've been around Bud ever since I was like 7. You get what I'm saying? I trained at his gym for like 2-3 years. Y'all check out my page. You get what I'm saying?
Y'all go check out that dude boxing.
I'm telling you, for real.
So you say you train with Bud?
I've been training with Bud for like 2 years.
Oh yeah?
Facts. You can check me out. I got sparring footage where I'm sparring Kevin, where I'm working with all of them up in there. It's
wow. Okay. Yeah, y'all go check out that dude boxing. But yeah, let me read this super chat. Diablo salute for the super chat. He says Errol will see Spence no longer labeled himself the boogeyman after Bud checked him. Bud made Errol change his name from boogeyman to easy route. Oh man. Hold on. But yeah, some guys dropped out. Let me put the link back up, see if they want to come back in. If not, then go ahead and shut it down. But yeah, y'all go check out that dude boxing. You know, yeah. Trying to catch up here.
Yo, yeah, my bad, Sheeto, man. I just made it to my destination. But yeah, I heard your boy say he trained with Bud Crawford, man. That's what's cracking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's the reason why I said YSM doing what he's supposed to do. Like you got to do that. You doing your job. You seeing him. You know what he can do. And I'm saying Bud, I know what he can do. You get what I'm saying?
So based off what you seen from Bud, you think he beats Boots Ennis?
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah. Facts. Listen, it's a difference. Boots good. You get what I'm saying? But what fight that made y'all say that Boots could beat Bud? I mean, it's different between hype. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm saying he gonna live up to that hype one day. But
Right.
that's just like Canelo fighting against Mayweather right now. Only difference is Bud gonna stop him because Boots gonna go out there and give it his all because he gonna feel like he gotta go out there and Bud like, okay, while you doing this, I'm gonna pace you. I'm gonna pace you when it get down to them later rounds that you ain't never been in. If finna go down. If finna
Hey,
go
because
down.
and not to cut you off, because that's what I was just trying to say, man. This man is 35 years old. You know, I read Bud's story, man. Bud been boxing since he was 7, my nigga.
Facts.
7 years old, bro. This nigga IQ is just advanced. So what you think he gonna do with it? You think he really gonna sit there and slug with a 24-year-old with all that power, with all that skill? Come on, man. Like it's levels to this shit, bro.
This is
And
why
that's
he
what I'm
say he's
saying.
smarter than that. That's why he say he's smarter than that. Come on now.
Like I say,
Listen,
man, I love Jerron Ennis, bro. He will be the next thing smoking because that boy might.
I
I
believe
put
that.
it on me. I put my check on it that boy gonna be a 4 divisions world champion, bro. I honestly feel that because he got the ability to go up to 60
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he do. He
and
gonna have some
68.
size on him. He got some size on him. He can
He
go up. He
do,
gonna
bro.
definitely be a middleweight.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good fighter, man. I just think if they smart, they need to keep him away from Crawford.
They
Yeah, right
they
now, yeah. I don't think
they
they.
gonna
I
do
think
that.
they'll rather
They
hop
gonna
on
do that.
Spence if that opportunity arose
Yeah,
before
bro.
Crawford.
And
Maybe a middleweight thing.
it's just Spence just look more like the food, bro. And it's just not to discredit Spence, man. Spence is a great fighter, but when you one dimensional, I seen every fight that this nigga was the same. I seen Bud in fights that okay. I seen the Ricky Burns fight where he showed leverage, where he showed his length. I seen the Postal fight where he showed how to box and move. I seen the
Right.
Porter fights where the sweet science. It wasn't about the punches for me in that fight. It was the sweet science of feet. And I seen
And,
that Porter couldn't twirl him like he twirls Earl Spence.
Yeah,
and
we
I
seen
got
him.
a
We
quick
seen him fight
question.
when he was the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Facts. I got a rebuttal though to that Kell Brook fight when they said he couldn't adjust to the jab. A guy said he couldn't adjust to the jab that Kell Brook was throwing. You think Kell Brook would have opened up and felt confident like that with Bud if a Bud didn't let him get that jab in at first?
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was another thing. Like that was another thing that was kind of crazy to me. Like he couldn't handle the 1-2. The 1-2, he did the shit to set him up.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Kell Brook would have never opened up against Bud like that. Listen, he felt comfortable. He ain't know what was coming. He was like, okay, well, I can land it now. All right, Bud said by that time, it was a wrap.
11. Exactly. Because I watched that, bro. I watched that shot every time. How he just jumped in and caught his ass with that right. I
Okay,
say, bro, that's sweet, bro. I ain't never seen nobody do no shit like that.
facts. And the truth about the Porter fight, he could have beat Porter so many different type of ways. He committed to at the end, he committed to one thing. Look at him. Bam. Right there. If you pay attention, them last like 2-3 rounds, he got committed to that step back with the uppercut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. Yep, because he had him around prior, I believe, to like an uppercut or something. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember exactly.
20. And like that's my thing, bro. Like I said, I ain't biased because I'm a Crawford fan. The fight I'm really more scared to see him fight. I'm scared to see him fight Jamel
Yeah.
Charlo. I'm really true on that one.
Oh, you don't think Bud can handle Jamel?
It's just man, it's just Mel got good condition, bro.
Yeah,
Mel
he in
got good
shape.
Yeah,
condition.
yeah,
He in shape.
Mel
yeah,
got good condition, bro.
yeah. But tell me this right here though,
That's
what Mel gonna do
what's up.
what Mel gonna do when Crawford get up under there? Mel got some long arms. I ain't seen Mel fight in the box. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When
right,
you
right,
get
right.
Bud, we seen him tied up, clinch up, and get in the box. He gonna get close to you. It's just like Wilder.
Uh-huh.
Mel remind me of Wilder. He gonna load up and throw them punches. You get what I'm saying? But if you
Right, right,
smother
right.
him, and Bud gonna get off when he smother him, what Mel gonna do?
That's hey,
And if
that's why
Mel
it's a,
try to
it's a good
box him,
fight.
he gonna get picked apart.
If Mel try to
Yeah,
box him, he gonna get picked apart. Only thing Mel got is a chance of landing that right hand.
30. Exactly. 36.
Hyman,
For
But
hey,
real.
hold up. Hyman Perlanta says Bud is going to get killed with body shots from Errol.
bro, he
Y'all think
already
Bud
told
gonna
him.
stay there? For what?
I'm gonna
Why
kill him
would he
with.
stay there? Why have Bud just stayed there?
Cheeto. Hey, Cheeto, just kill that nigga with the video. Don't try that body shot shit.
Oh yeah. I
Facts.
gotta pull it up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, he's not gonna stand it. Look at him. Look at him pivoting. Look at him pivoting here. You know what I'm saying? He's spinning Porter.
And I never seen Earl to spin nobody until Danny Garcia.
He's check hooking him. You know what I'm saying?
And
Errol Spence
somebody
couldn't do
said,
it. But Spence was getting hit.
hey, somebody said they didn't see Porter try to spin Crawford. When Porter did try to spin Crawford, he landed up in the ring buckle. Y'all remember that? When he tried to spin him, he landed up in the corner. Head
Hey,
first.
big, hey, brother. He did that shit all night, and Porter and not Porter and Crawford countered the shit.
Facts.
In the third round, he did it.
Quicker than him up. He did it right there.
Yeah, I'm just watching him pivot on dude and check him.
I just don't see everybody who's spin fall gonna stay right there and fight him. When that time you seen
Mm-hmm.
some
Yeah,
yeah, because
Yeah. Yo, you there, Cheeto?
Yeah, I'm here. He's breaking up. But yeah, I mean, look, we seen the Porter fight. Crawford showed that Porter wasn't the stronger dude in the ring.
Exactly.
You know, he lifted Porter up. He showed Porter early that look, dude, you ain't stronger than me. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he wants to set that tone early, like, look, you ain't stronger than me because I'm the smaller guy coming up.
And that's what I'm saying.
He already established that he's a strong welterweight already now. Crawford, you really can't even say he proved to be strong against guys like Kell Brook.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Benavidez, who fought at middleweight.
Benavidez.
Fought at middleweight. He was wrestling. He's
And that's Cheeto, if you really look at it, Cheeto, he didn't fight guys who fought over 147. Even Kaviaskis in the Olympics.
What was he at in the Olympics?
I think Kaviaskis might have been at like I think maybe like in the 150s because he's a big 147.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
You know, he been fighting big guys. It ain't like he been fighting smaller guys, and that's what these guys not understanding. And like I say, Jerron Ennis is a great talent. I hope he stop Custio Clayton and make a big statement, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's gonna be a big test.
That's a solid test. Yeah, Custio Clayton is a solid test for Jerron Ennis. He's not like a small 147. He's not like a 140.
Oh no. Yeah, exactly. He's big. Custio Clayton is pretty big.
Oh, salute the Boxing Gyms in the building. We got Boxing Gyms on the stream. What's going on, bro?
Bushido, what up with you, fam?
What's going on?
Chilling. Just wanted to show my support to the show, fam. What's good?
Yeah, what's
going on, G?
The whole topic, man. We just talking about the skill sets and who matches up with who.
Well, yeah, y'all was just body shots on Crawford. I just made a video about that. A lot of people were saying that in the comment section of that film stuff that Spence Crawford body, and you control distance from outside.
He gonna get uppercut.
Right.
He gonna catch an uppercut, bro.
Or a hook, or you know what I'm saying, check hook.
Or a hook. Yep.
Just made a video about it.
But hey, not to shift gears on you, Cheeto, man. What you think gonna happen with Bivol and Canelo?
I mean, what's the latest on that? I heard they saying something about off or something, or was that? I think I saw one on clickbait channel say some shit like that.
Yeah, that's a click. They had the press conference last night or yesterday.
Right. And when I saw it, I'm like, damn, Bivol looks way bigger than Canelo. I'm like, shit. He looks big, man.
Yeah.
I seen Bivol in person, like I said before, and he didn't look that big to me, but to Canelo, he looking pretty fucking big.
And that's why he was willing to drop down to 68.
Oh, he's fighting at 68?
No. He wanted to, but he was willing to drop down. Yeah, he was willing to drop down to 68 to fight him.
He could fight 68.
Oh, absolutely.
He ain't that big.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, I want to see that one. And I want to see the winner out of Joe Smith and Better Be Here, which Joe Smith going to sleep.
Yeah, Joe Smith, I think Better Be just gonna be too durable for him.
Oh man. Hey,
too durable for him.
It's not to name nobody else on your channel. It's like what Goodfella said on this pod one time.
Cool. No, that's my boy. We tight. Yeah,
okay. Well, yeah, like he said on his podcast one time, he said, man, he made me a believer when he said a motherfucker cut the ring off and ain't got to throw a jab.
Better Be.
Better be.
I'm gonna pay attention to that next time. But I think he is right. That dude be terminating. He just be walking you down. You can't do nothing about it.
Man, that shit is so impressive. I ain't never seen that's like some Ivan Drago type shit.
Yeah. But yeah, with Spence though, he just really straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like trying to bash, but he's really, really textbook. And I think it's a style like his, he's gonna have to really have other things to make up for his really basic style, like really be really tough or have devastating power.
Yes, sir.
Something to make up for his ABC 1, 2, 3 style. Like Triple G, he has that same approach. He's a seek and destroy guy. ABC 1, 2, 3. Bro, he has a strong chin. He has a piston like fucking jab. You know what I'm saying? To make up for his basic ass approach. He has that weird ass looping punch he got too. So Triple G can do some little tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but Spencer, he don't really have no tricks.
Yeah, but Bushido in the open stance, Spence is a little trickier, but against Southpaws, he real basic combination.
Right. And that's why I thought Manny Pacquiao was gonna give him some trouble.
So you say Spence fights you said against Southpaw, Spence a struggle.
Well, I would struggle. I mean, shit, the only evidence he got is Van Heerden.
Right.
He didn't struggle. It was just what he decided to throw was jab, cross, jab, overhand. You know what I'm saying? Control.
Hey, I
jab,
think what's
throw the body shot.
I think what Spence said yesterday in the interview pretty much told it all. When he said he really don't care that much about Undisputed. He rather tell his daughter that he came back and did this. I pretty much think he know he gonna lose. He just setting it up for that.
Oh, he said that in the press conference. He said that.
Yeah, he said that yesterday. He said, yeah.
Oh, you breaking up?
Yeah, he said he just he don't care too. Yeah, he said he don't care too much about Undisputed like that, but he said he care more about it, showing his daughter that he came back. He said Undisputed really ain't no big deal to him, but he'll fight for it.
What?
Y'all didn't see that? Stop it!
I didn't catch that part, bro.
Hey, it's on Fight Hype.
You was talking all up by now because I caught it when it was, right when it was done. I caught the whole thing. It was
okay. Yeah.
They probably broke it up by now. Damn, I didn't know he said that shit. Damn.
Hey, Nebraska, you talking about the interview where he was talking saying about Undisputed is not as good as having what the fuck he said? Something like that. Undisputed is just, it's okay, but
showing his kids that he came back.
Yeah.
They still fight. Yep. Seen it. You seen it.
I seen that shit.
Thanks.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, bro.
They pretty much let me know he on it's over with.
He said it's over with.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Once it's a mindset. Once you start thinking like that, man, and it's boxing game, this little edge, man. It's like, man, you supposed to be superior. You're the alpha. You supposed to be the big fish.
Facts.
Damn.
Facts, bro.
He said it's over for. I mean, yeah, man, he seemed really uncertain. What'd he say? We'll see. That was the main thing we was hearing. We'll see. He wasn't like, you supposed to be calling shots. Come on, bro, give us something.
Yeah.
He rather fight Boots than Bud, guaranteed.
Nah, I don't think so, bro.
Man,
I don't think so, bro. No.
Listen, he got a better chance with Boots than Bud, guaranteed.
I don't know, man.
I
Boots is
don't know, bro. I don't
uh,
know.
I don't
Guaranteed.
know.
Listen, he got on the phone with Gilly and them, all that. He entertaining it. How much really do he entertain Bud?
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all for real, man. Listen, it's just a hype. You can't. There's no fight out there that y'all can tell me go watch a Boots, make me be like, damn, that nigga bad. Name one fight. One fight. And I ain't no Boots hater because I know he gonna be the truth. He just gotta get his shot. But
Yeah.
It's hard,
I
man. It's
love
hard
I
to say.
love
Hold
watching Boots, but ain't nobody noticed that Boots was kind of sus on the inside, in the
all
pocket.
right.
on. He what?
He kind of sus in the pocket. Like, bro, his
Mm.
inside game ain't all that great.
Man,
And
that's the
see,
reason I
I
say
gotta
that
pay attention
Sergey
to it.
Lupinet's fight what did it for me and showed me enough. Sergey, he used to be a champion, right?
right,
And
at
he at
140.
140. Yeah, 140. And I'm like, Boots was struggling throughout periods of that fight with him. And people act like they didn't see that. And Sergey went to a draw with Custio Clayton. How better fight is this even really be? Like, like y'all need to quit it. I can see Rashidi Ellis, him and Rashidi Ellis, something like that. But Boots ain't fighting nobody. It just they gotta build him up. Look at Boots in the amateurs against Gary
Gary
Russell.
Antoine Russell, right?
Man,
Lil Russell, yeah,
listen,
Lil Russell.
man, you really said stop it. Stop it. Man, y'all gotta really see Boots. He is more of practicing looking good, entertaining. He's an entertaining fighter. But
Right.
when
Like
we talking about dog, a real dog, okay.
Gary
Hey,
So you
Antoine
hey,
so you said we
Russell.
haven't seen Boots heart tested yet. We haven't seen that yet.
75.
I'm finna tell you the reason why you know he ain't tested yet. Spence just got tested with this car wreck first time ever in here, like he a country boy coming from the country. When Bud was growing up, he got shot in the back of his head. This is when he got tested. What's really gonna test? The test don't come in the ring. The test come
Mm.
outside the ring.
Take your time, little brother.
Mm-hmm.
For
You right.
real.
So Spence had his test. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So Boots
That,
ain't had no test.
no. So when it get down up in nitty gritty and you ain't got nothing else to lose for, and you done been in this position before.
Mm,
Oh,
mhm.
it's never for give it your all.
Yeah,
Hey, it's nothing.
that's true. I mean, it's
Mhm.
this is like it's like I said before, Nebraska, man. Like, hey, bro, it's just levels to this shit, man. And right now, bro, for the next, like Bernard Hopkins say, for the next 2 years,
Stay
motherfuckers better
away
stay
from
away
Bud.
from Bud
Stay
Yeah,
away
Crawford.
from
yeah,
Bud.
yeah.
Hey, if you notice the trend, 90% of all boxing, especially the greats, I always say
Hmm.
Bud win. The only people who saying Spence got a chance or anything like that is the YouTube people who pushing that. You get what I'm saying?
You ain't lying though. If you look at
For
James
real.
Tony, you know, guys, they saying Bud will win.
All right. All
Eddie
right.
Hearn, boxing people, they coming out and saying, I don't think Spence wants to fight. Eddie Hearn came out and said he don't think Spence wants to fight.
And that, hey,
So,
and you got a guy from across the pond saying that shit.
Come on
right.
now.
Come on, bro.
I mean, I didn't know he had
The
said that shit
outside
about the
looking
computer.
in.
He don't care about it. So basically, Spence don't really know if he's going to be in true form going into this Ugas fight. This
Nah.
is his winging it.
Yeah, nah, cause yeah, like I said earlier, I didn't like how he was talking because he didn't have that same energy with Danny Garcia or Sean Porter. When he told Sean Porter, "You try to box me, I'm gonna knock your ass out." Hey, that got me excited, bro. Like,
Hmm.
okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
he
Hey,
didn't give us too much at press conference.
man, but you see the difference though. When Spence knocked Porter down, everybody went crazy just because Spence knocked
Uh huh.
him down. Bud knocked him down and stopped him. And they comparing like Spence to Big Fish. What fight Spence won to make you say he Big Fish? If the difference was that between the two,
Hmm.
everybody went crazy just because he knocked him down and Porter jumped right back up like Jack in the Box. And then Crawford, but Porter will watch up. Porter with his Porter, he was out, 1 foot out the door. Man,
My and
I don't know what else
another
Bud got to
thing,
do to show you he was the greatest.
and yet another thing is too. I ain't never seen a trainer. I ain't never seen a trainer sell out his own kid, bro. When he said, "Oh, I knew it was over. That's why I stopped it. I know what he was gonna do to my son." Yo, and nigga, that's your daddy. And that's your daddy, bro. Come on, bro. That
Right.
speaks volumes.
You right though. You right. You right.
That speaks
You right.
volumes, bro.
You
Mm-hmm.
right. You right.
It's like shit. I thought a father was gonna let. Hey, I mean, I ain't have my daddy. I had my uncles. That them niggas say, hey, nigga, knock you down. You better get your ass up and keep fighting.
Hey, facts. Hey, but I'm telling you what people need to do though, cause I don't even got no YouTube channel and nothing like that. I just do, you know what I'm saying? I do Facebook, Instagram like that.
200, bro.
But what y'all need to do is everybody who like Spence, like the other boxing channels, y'all do y'all a debate show so we can build it together. It just be a debate. I know everybody gonna agree to disagree. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But everybody who talk that noise on that side, who and people who talk noise on this side, it be like a little debate show where every day a week they get on there like the popular boxing channel like y'all and make that shit happen, man, and build a fight together, but still taking the same views that y'all want to take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that that sounds like a good idea.
That's big
Kind of
facts,
build
bro.
the fight. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Spence still has to get past Ugas. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
facts. But that's the setup.
You all right?
Ugas beat Spence in the amateur, so just in case Ugas beat Spence, that's what they're gonna build off of. Last person to beat Bud, well, not the last person, I think they were Ray Robinson, but Ugas beat Bud up in amateurs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They can sell that. So it
Yeah.
can sell either way. You know what I'm saying? So in your opinion, who does Crawford fight next?
Yeah, Crawford. Well, hold on.
I
Crawford
ain't gonna lie to you. Either I want him to wait, or he's gonna be somebody like Chris Eubanks, you know, something like that. But I say just wait until that Spence
You
fight.
think he gonna fight Chris Eubanks?
Hey,
Hey,
because I feel like
it's a cash grab, Cheeto.
Yeah, it is in the UK.
and then right, he want to go back there because if he fight Taylor, I don't trust Taylor or Top Rank. Period.
Right.
I think they'll do something to that water before he get there, or put some in all the water with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
trust that. I don't
Hey,
trust it.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want that fight at all.
Crawford versus Eubanks will be interesting. But Eubanks, what they gonna fight at 160 catch weight or something?
154.
Eubanks, he can.
Cause Bud can keep his belt. Go fight at 154, keep his belt at 147, come back and fight Spence. He ain't gotta drop his belt.
I don't know if Eubanks can make 154.
He wanted to
Well,
fight
shit,
Kel.
where you bank said it's 60?
Hey, then he want to fight
He back
Kel
at 60
after a
now. He
mirror
was
fight.
at 68, but he was too small for 68.
Hey, when he asked him for Kel
Yeah, he
Brook after a
was.
mirror
Yeah,
fight.
he was. Yeah, he was. He was actually for Kell Brook fight. So
And
I
you
mean,
know Kel was gonna fight at 154.
Yeah. Hey, Cheeto, I think it's all gonna come down to Shalom. I think that's the boxer promoter. He gonna pay Chris Eubanks what he wants. You know he gonna
oh
give,
yeah,
but
that Ben Shalom dude. Yeah.
yeah, Shalom. He gonna pay both of them what they want. So shit. Let's just
All
say
right.
if they put that bag on that table, shit, they offer Crawford 8 and give Eubanks 6. That's there you go. That's the
Yeah.
Hey,
fight right there.
Yeah.
and they got that. And they gonna make their money over there. For
Oh,
real.
you better believe it. Put
For
that
real.
motherfucker at the London Arena.
He gonna go crazy. He gonna go
Ooh, that's
crazy.
gonna be packed. Crawford versus Eubanks. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
not a bad idea.
For
They'll
real.
still fight for that. And a winnable fight. I think Crawford
Then
beats Eubanks.
he introduces himself to 154, getting himself ready.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Cause I don't see nobody. I don't even want to see him fight Keith. For what?
So you
You're
don't
right.
want to fight Keith?
No, for what, man? I don't
Nigga
want to
gon'
see that fight.
Man,
I
hey,
don't.
not being funny, bro. That nigga might beat him like Larry Holmes did Muhammad Ali, bro.
Facts, man. They gonna be too ugly, man. No. Hey, I don't even dislike Keith that bad. You feel me? For him to fight Bud.
Yeah,
Nah.
he might beat the shit. He gonna beat the shit out of Keith Thurman to make an example.
Yes.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah, he
see,
gonna stop.
hey, Nebraska. Sean Porter was his friend. He ain't want to embarrass him.
Facts. You seen what happened at end of the night round? Huh? I'm down. All right, hold on. Give me a quick second.
Yep.
Knockout. Let me quit
And hey,
playing with him.
yeah, because that's exactly what he was doing, bro. He was playing with Sean Porter. If niggas
Hey,
can't see that,
I
I
finna
don't
tell
know
you
what to
another
tell you.
fight. That Ray Beltran fight. he carried Ray Beltran in that fight. That
Oh
was
yeah,
cool. You know what I'm
that
talking
was
about?
that's his friend. That is his friend. Yeah, I
He
forgot
ca-
Ray Beltran is his friend.
he let him make it. He let him make it that
Yeah,
whole 12 rounds. But
facts. The other day, yeah, that's true. I forgot they was friends.
all right. So the best thing you can do is try to kind of stay in the middle. Don't be no pushover, no pussy, and don't be no Hank Landy either. You feel
Oh my God.
He said, "Hank Lundy, right?
Hey,
That boy put them blessings on Hank Lundy. Yeah.
man, Hank got to talk about uncles, aunties, and everything, man.
Hank was
Oh,
Keeping
so
a
he was
boxing.
worse than Benavidez.
Yeah. He was way worse
Oh,
than Benavidez. Yeah.
damn.
That's why that happened like that.
Mhm.
Damn, I didn't know that. I thought Benavidez might have been the worst one.
Hey, probably about 10, 15, 20 years later, they might come out with the inside story to that fight. But that fight was deeper than boxing.
Who you talking
Damn.
about?
Hank Lundy.
Hey, so well, I
That
don't
was
know if you're at
that was
liberty
on
to
some
talk about it.
whole other stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, that shit crazy. Man. I definitely want to find out that story.
Yeah, man. That was on some family tie stuff in the street type shit.
Mm. Shit, I had no idea.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a video with Lundy
Hey, but
speaking.
no, you know what you right though, because Hank Lundy did say something about
Right.
something about y'all motherfuckers keep playing like I'm connected in New York City. He put that shit on Twitter after the fight.
He did. See, I didn't even know that.
He put that shit on Twitter after the fight.
I
Mm.
promise. It was on some street shit. His shit about to get real ugly.
Damn.
And that was before the fight. So, you know, hey, after the fight, shit, I guess everybody made their money when they separated. It was that. It was that.
True
Real.
glitter. True gritters 402. Crawford said he got to have a fight by May. Did he say that?
I don't
He
know.
said he didn't say he got to. He said he think he might come back in May. He said he probably come back in May. But he didn't say he got to have a fight.
Okay. Well, shit, man. We've been on for about 2 hours, man. It's good chatting up with everybody, man. Hey, that dude boxing. Tell everybody where they can reach you at, man.
Hey man, you can reach me on Facebook at that dude boxing or Thaddeus Pippin or Instagram that dude boxing. That's me right there. That's me. For sure.
Bro.
Hey, good talking to y'all guys for the first time, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
All love, bro.
For sure.
All right. And yeah, man. So to close this out, damn, I didn't know Spence said he didn't really care about Undisputed. Like, I didn't know he said all that shit. That kind of
Shido, you gotta go listen to that shit, bro. Like, it was just like he say, if I'd have fought Ugas, I'd have got that Ring magazine and that WBA. That's the other belt.
right.
Come on, man.
And we'll see, right?
Yeah. right.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying? That's all, that I guess we gotta see. I don't even want to keep saying it that much, but you gotta fight Ugas first, man. I don't think he really believes he go beat that dude like that, bro. I don't see that confidence.
Me neither.
I don't see the confidence. You know what I'm
Me
saying? I
neither,
just don't
man.
see it. I don't feel it. But we just go have to wait and see, man. We gotta have to wait and see. And that's just what it is, man. We expect him to call out Crawford, though. That's the first thing. If he beats Ugas, we expect him to settle this thing with Terence Crawford. And that's just what
indeed.
it is. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Nice chatting with you guys, man. Thank you everybody for stopping in on the stream, man. It was a good one today. Hope everybody have a good day. Don't do nothing crazy. And yeah, man. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out.
Appreciate you, Shido.
Yeah, ain't no thing, bro.